Hello, everybody, and welcome back to one of my worst decisions ever. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A dating sim. A finger-licking good one, in fact. This is Dom Does Stuff. This is our stuff today. So buckle in and get ready for the fun. Excuse me. I was about to read. Wowee! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Delicious fragrance wafts through the room, and it tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You can't see it, but my mouth was actually watering. So, content is real. Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention, please?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch. Yay!
But I...
Shh! Lunch!
She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something extra special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell that I smelled!
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a bucket of large chicken. Yeah, I read that completely wrong, but in my headcanon, that's what it says. Piled high are huge piles of chicken, breaded and fried to a crisp golden finish. The aroma envelops you. You start to feel warm and safe. That is one thing I will say about KFC. They have good food. I like KFC a lot. I'd go rabid. I'd go absolutely insanely rabid over a bucket of fried chicken. You don't understand. We are not the same. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking, and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You know that even when you work at KFC, you don't know what the 11 herbs and spices are. We just got a packet, and we would put it into flour, and we'd mix them up. So we didn't know. You look around and notice that every student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Sorry, give me a second. I'm eating Airhead sour gummies, which are one of my favorite candies. Can I say all this stuff with... I'm pretty sure it's assumed that it's not sponsored. Nothing's sponsored. I'm just talking about it. Really do like them. And I was mid-chew. Anyway. What do you think we want? Your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. That's weird. I'm just, drafting my last will and a testament in case, one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! That is kind of a weird roast. What was that? Look at his face. He looks around nervously to see if anyone's laughing at his sick burn. That's really funny right there. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Okay.
Yeah, I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that at the moment that the hands of the true gentleman could fried chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills. Like this, she wants her all to himself!
Oh, please. Yeah, I agree, Van Van. Well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any...
I'll take his!
I scream out without even thinking. God!
Does this mean that Colonel Sanders will know that I like him? I have to shut up. If I talk too much about what he has and everything he's got, everything will go wrong.
Well, hold up. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Go! Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please follow my fellow classmates. Dig in.
Take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. Why are there so many description words? This is like a weird, smutty KFC product. KFC is really weird. They're really weird. It's amazing! You know Food Wars? That's what's going on here. If you don't know Food Wars, look it up. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you into another dimension. What the fuck? Alone with your taste buds gripping on the drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I don't know what to say. I was not expecting that. This is really weird. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swims towards the light. So kill myself. Try and rizz up Colonel Sanders. Or become a trader and trying to find out every 11 herbs and spices. So I'm going to do this one. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try and get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything new? Anything for a fellow chef?
What exactly was on that chicken? Because some of my parts. Some of my body parts are feeling kind of weird right now.
How bold of you to come out and ask. I like that. It's an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that will make me fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful and fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
What an aura guy. Did you know that the original Colonel Sanders actually did not like KFC?
I mean, he liked his original Kentucky Fried Chicken, but when he ended up like, what's his name, selling, and they commercialized and they were everywhere, they actually skimmed out on a lot, because that's what happens with commercialization, and like when you're widespreading, you're not going to get the original product. So he was actually really upset that they were using his image and still promoting it as his food when it wasn't his food. He's like, this is dog shit. I hate it. Me personally, I like the formula, but he really hated it, and he sued. That's interesting to know. I wonder how the original Colonel Sanders would feel about KFC doing this to his image. I don't know if he'd be very happy about it. Though I didn't know the guy. Maybe he wanted this. I honestly can't blame him if he did, though, because this is, if you get immortalized, right, as an image of just like, I guess, complete aura and manliness. Well, I guess not like manliness. Suaveness, right? That's kind of cool. Even if it's a little bit wrong, right? I don't know. It's just me and you here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? This mess is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. And I plan on getting to know you very deeply. He's clearly not gonna give up. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Disregard what I said. I was not looking at his face. He is not turned on right now. He's actually very disgusted that I asked what was in the recipe. He's clearly not gonna give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. It does if this is the face. He looks disgusted. He looks like I just murdered his family and then ate his dog. There's rage built up behind that face. He's pointing me to go away. What can I do? I'm sorry, Colonel Sanders. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that seems to have helped. You know what they say about secret, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? That's such a dumb line. That's how I'm trying to riz? You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? That's so dumb. Imagine trying that in real life. That's stupid.
Aww.
You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to use full ASMR capacity right now, so sorry, guys. Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. That's pretty funny. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. How could he have disappeared? He was literally right in front of me. Was I just like daydreaming that hard that I just couldn't see him? And how long was I doing that? Because he is in a completely different location. I probably was just staring at a wall for minutes on end and completely didn't notice that the person I was having a very heated conversation with, well, not heated conversation, but like heated conversation with, I just stopped paying attention to him? What? You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look around at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. Big man, big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
You can leave your mark on me too. I mean, if you wanted to. Guess. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Why is he so majestic? What are you doing? Is he crying? Does he have a tear in his eyes? What is that? Right there. Dude, you are full of yourself. Okay. Well, I'm with a big idea to add up additional ingredients to really spruce things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't know. He got upset when we were talking about the herbs and spices before, so I'm probably just not gonna do that. Neg him to show your own strength. I guess. Maybe. Be modest but thoughtful. This really shows me nothing. So I'm gonna go with negging him. You know, I've been thinking about a secret recipe.
Of course you were. You don't simply forget what a flavor combination's like.
That's exactly right. I remember it because I've tasted it before. I stopped at a random fried chicken stand the other day and their chicken tasted exactly like yours.
Did you just compare my recipe to some random fried chicken stand?
Well, yes, I did, but it was a really good stand, especially considering it was a frozen first.
Frozen chicken?
Colonel Sanders struggles to conceal his emotions, fighting back the tears of anger. This. What was I supposed to do? Be modest? That never works. It wasn't good enough for Colonel Sanders, okay?
I can't believe you say such a thing.
He's fucking crying. Why so serious, man? Like, calm down. I'm obviously rage baiting. You realize you've done imperishable things and damage to your relationship, which can never recover. He's hurt. How could you? Hey Dom, you saw that this was called a dating sim, right? If that's your idea of dating, this is not the game for you. Do I have zero Riz? I can't Riz up Colonel Sanders. I lost again! That's my third game over. I'm gonna start charting those down. That's stupid. Okay, well, try again. I don't know, I thought, like, playful competition could have been, like, good. Playful I didn't know I was gonna say that his whole fucking chicken was stupid. I guess I have to be modest but thoughtful, because if I tell him to add an ingredient, he's gonna be like, I can't believe you would say that. What I have is not already perfection. So I have to be I'm an NPC. In my own love story, I'm an NPC. That's crazy. And now he's giving me love aura. What a... Can I be honest? What a prick. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Because we're... Definitely the right choice was not to be modest in front of Colonel Sanders. You gotta challenge him a little bit. You gotta spruce... Those were bad answers, okay? Bad answers. I didn't ever mean to hurt my sweet honey pie. My fried chicken god. My... What's my hot deep fried baddie? I don't know. I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Even though I already told you that like a little bit ago. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Dom. I'm sure you'll be a big success. Shut up. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. You know nothing about me but the fact that I like your food. That's the only thing you know about me. Are you so narcissistic that, like, you don't care to... If you care about a relationship with me, you gotta get to know me, too. Damn, okay. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and their tools and the ingredients that they could need. Okay, so... I read that bad, but, like, they get the stuff. Everyone has what they need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we can show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh, no. We have to show off our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything. I need to stop talking. That's dialogue in the game. That's... You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses from the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. First of all, can I be real again? What's up with tiny food? What's up with it? I'm gonna pay you $60 and you're gonna give me the tiniest piece of cornbread and like a bean on top, and it's gonna look artistically satisfying because there's gonna be like a little smear of ketchup, I guess, on the plate. But can I be honest? No one wants to eat that. If you want food, if you want nutrition, why would you eat that? I don't know. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself. Unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel. Sorry I just pounced on you, but you want to tackle this lesson as a team? Can it? Because I just tackled you. A team of two. That is me and you. If that wasn't clear. You know what else has usually two parties? Marriage. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. How would you like to team with me? Miriam, so sad. By the way, bad friend. We're a bad friend in this, like, canonically. It didn't even give me the choice. We couldn't even be around Miriam. She's all alone on her first day, and she has anxiety out the wazoo. And what are we doing? We're trying to get with some hotshot who thinks he's better than the world, instead of our friend. Even though she has terrible bangs and she makes disgusting, diabolical food, you shouldn't be doing that to your friends. I guess what I'm saying is, do you want to be my partner? Aw. Sure, Dom, I'll prepare our station. Without you as your partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner. Oh, my two potential partners. Sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
One is a child and the other one is a robot. I would say choose the robot, but he doesn't have fucking arms. And I don't know what he's saying. Choose the kid? It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's a price you have to pay for not being alone forever. So now we're making her choice for her? Oh, dude, we are not a great friend. I mean, it would be one thing if she asked us to help her, but, like, we're just inserting ourselves instead of inserting ourselves as her partner. MC here is not a good person. Who would you ask to be Miriam's partner? I have to ask for her? Oh, I mean, I already knew that, but, like, that's how you phrase it? Weird. I think Clank is probably really bad. And I like doing Pop's voice, so I'm gonna say Pop. Sorry, Clank, but trash was taken out on Tuesday, and it's Wednesday. Your boss is. You're late for the trash. Anyway, I think Miriam will be partnering up with Pop today, and that's how I say it too. I guess I'm group leader. Like, completely and utterly, I'm group leader. Pop gives a smile back as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I'm a chef.
No shit. He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the whole thing.
Oh, good. I love all the fiber in the peel.
Probably. There's probably fiber in there. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. Instead, she just looks very surprised while doing the peace sign at the eyes.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. God, okay. Try and do something nice for someone. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. It actually takes a flint and steel, and I can say that, and I'm pretty well versed on that. Because there's actually a game called Minecraft, and what you do is you dig up gravel with a shovel, and then you grab the flint, and then you go into the crafting station. Or maybe if you're a pro gamer like me, you don't even have to do that, because you go into your inventory crafting station and you put down the flint, and then diagonal next to it you put an iron bar, which isn't steel, but there is iron inside of steel, so I guess it's cool enough. And then you put them together and it makes an item called flint and steel, and then you can use it to turn on fires and get to the nether. So I think that's pretty cool if you're interested in stuff like that. But I'm saying that the sprinklers is actually fucking wrong and stupid and dumbass dog. Anyway, which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Well, if I know anything about him, he's a one-trick pony. Steak tartare. No. Probably my... Okay. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Well, if this was my specialty, maybe. But since I don't have any specialties and I pretty much only exist for this guy to look better, I'm guessing I'll give him my mashed potatoes and gravy. I can't believe that worked for you, man. Cannot believe it. I've always been someone of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to become beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll get to the potatoes! No, please. Let me. Picking a perfect produce is a passion of mine. You have to be good at everything. You know, see, Ashley might be a jerk, but at least she stays with her partner. She stays with her day one. Excuse me. I need to burp. I don't know if you captured that, but I did in fact burp. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners, Ashley. God, mind your own business. Colonel, I don't pay attention to her. She's a loser. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Dom's dream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was our deal, remember? I thought he was gay. Fully assumed that. Does he have like an unrequited crush for her? Colonel Sanders returns. Arms full of peeled potatoes, tosses them all into boiling water, and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Oh, we're working in a quartet instead of a duet now. Actually, no. It looks like Dom was struggling, so we offered to give him a little bit of a hand. You know how he is. Young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you'll be able to get up on my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might be a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself in your station. Did you feel deep down that I was completely that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and drumstick. Just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for your man if you don't watch out. Ashley is going at you hard, and you need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. By the way, I gave respect to Ashley earlier for staying with Van, but it seems as though everyone's shallow and friendship means nothing in this world. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who has your back. I know which one the game wants me to choose. I'm here to learn how to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Dom as my partner for this activity, so I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Dom's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. What the fuck is this background track? Why is it so tense? It's not tense anymore. Okay. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might just step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short, sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Nani? Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your national passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands while holding gravy, a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, and out at the pours smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular.
Graham would be very proud.
Colonel Sanders holds a spork out for you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, as if for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world has ended. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, you better set it free. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean? What are you telling me right now? What? Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley's sinister look, you know she's plotting something against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Dom. We do not waste food in the Bloom cooking area. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it for wherever lands. I'd eat it from Ashley's face. Just saying. Yeah. Pop gets it.
Can I have potatoes, face?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus with my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite into his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think this octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. It could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him! What? He just dies? On the spot, he just... Van, your food was so bad it killed him? Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped up by Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment and is immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class gathered to watch as Pop's final moment shock froze the entire crowd. They are motionless as statues. I think that we should have other tracks, because now I feel like this track is overpowered. Okay. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds. So he's just immune to poison. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. Oh, wait, shit.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little bit spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today?
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were outstanding. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting all choked up. Cooking is obviously so important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now it might be a perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Dom?
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first!
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen! And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
You're not a really good chef, dude. You killed someone today.
We should follow our dreams with all of our heart, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you...
Shut up! I'm the one to say inspirational stuff! I will be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that! I also saw that killed a guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him, we're talking about me! Me, I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero.
Gah! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
What is this? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? I don't know. But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Oh, I love turn-based fight sequences. Okay, what will you do?
Should we attack it? Yes!
Which attack will I use?
Cook with love! Cook with love did 1 damage. It just got real!
This damage really upset the Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack.
Hot gravy! Ah!
I take 1 damage.
It's too strong.
Well, I have to attack once more. I go on the attack. It worked last time, right?
Cook with love!
Cook with love has done 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses on the meshed mind and draws energy from the Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and grow more intimidating. How will you respond?
There's only one way. Time to attack once more!
You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use?
Cook with love!
Cook with love did 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over by the time this fight is done. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and all ready to rumble. They go on the attack once more. The Spork Monster use utilitensile. You take up to 2 damage from the attack. You take much more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. It's a good thing that I have a good amount of health. You decide to go on the attack again.
Cook with love!
Does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce to the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean this up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares into its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge! Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Pinch! Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster died. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam in the night. No student will ever walk in the quad fear again. This monster has messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You will never survive my student debt loan destruction! It does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. You continue to surprise me, dog. The defeated monster leaves behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You'll open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. What the fuck? We're still on the first day. What the fuck? And this is a long video. I didn't even mean to make it long. Sorry guys. Lost track of time. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. What the fuck? See you next time. Bye.